A lot of the problems that a lot of people have in terms of engaging Indigenous people is they make it too hard. You know, there's too many forms to fill out, there's too many regulations, there's, you know, too much type of structure. You know, people are sometimes frightened away from that. Some people just want to do. You know, some people just want to be as well. They don't want to be herded here and placed here and done that. Sometimes the pure essence of gathering a group of people together in a setting and having a common purpose there, that for Aboriginal people is a cultural event. You know, we call it corroborees or a gathering or whatever you want to call it, but that's the pureness of coming together. Now football can create those environments where you come together, you turn up and you participate in a common thing, being football, whether it's kicking a pink footy, a yellow one, in a circle, in the backyard, in a park, amongst trees. That's the essence of how we got to engage Indigenous people.
The thing I love about it is you go to the kids at such a young age, you know, you're trying to get them at that 14, 15 year age bracket, which is good because I reckon you've got to get to our kids early, identify them and then support them along the way, just so that, and then create that pathway.
Yeah, I guess it's probably one of the first of its kind that I've heard of, and since I've been involved with Indigenous programs at the AFL. But I guess when you look at the numbers of our Victorian boys, you know, playing TAC Cup and VFL, and even now Victorian boys in private schools in Victoria, you know, something like this just showcases the opportunity that's available for young Koori kids in Victoria to be able to stand up and join in these pathway programs that not only just, you know, are programs that are, I guess, you know, watered down. They're elite programs, and they stand up against, you know, the like AFL elite programs as well.
At one stage there, we had about 4 or 5 boys that declared said they were from Yorta Yorta, which made our community proud. Back home, we had a AFL Indigenous camp that I went on, and you know, 4 or 5 blokes stood up and they said they were Yorta Yorta, and coming from that, it made you feel proud. And acknowledging that, we've got a long history of political people, footballers, you know, Sir Doug Nichols, you know, Dave Waruparan of Football Land, and you know, recognise that Yorta Yorta, along with the other great traditions in Victoria, is massive, yeah.
I guess, you know, anything's possible. You know, that's something that I've always believed in, and you know, I think if you believe in something, you know, hard and long enough, you know, it will happen. So, you know, it doesn't matter if you're the most skillful player or you know you haven't got the right body type. If you actually, you know, do the hard work, you know, what you put in is what you get out. So, you know, I guess my advice is, you know, what you're putting in is what you're going to get out, and you know, that's, you know, it can take you a long way.
I think back of like I said, the danger periods of when I could have dropped out of the system, and why I didn't is because I think just the support around me and obviously having good mentors and good role models around me that I talk to about that, and before making those decisions rashly, you know, and then having good coaches as well.
It's such a strong cultural event for us, football itself. It's a huge, strong cultural event. It's something that's been taking place in these lands for thousands of years, and if you look back to, you know, the histories and stories of Indigenous people being excluded, being oppressed in society in general, football has been the one and only entry point, and sport in general has been an entry point into integration in the mainstream society, and that's, for me, is changed so many young people's lives.